For instance, one of the items in our state regulation says that we could auction property. We've never auctioned a piece of property before until now. So we're in procurement with the ability to be able to auction our properties. I'm really excited about that too. So of the 8,000 parcels, we have categorized, all of the 8,000 parcels have been categorized. The four main categories, marketable, limit marketability, parcels to convey, or non-marketable parcels, represent 4,974 parcels. In our phase one of us attacking the database, we're focused on those 551 marketable parcels. As you can see, 2,245 of those parcels are non-marketable. That is a big chunk of our database that, will require just creative sales people to get those 2,200 people to purchase property. All right, so. Everybody has access to a TV. Take out your phones and see if you can zoom in on that QR code. It will take you directly to our GIS map. Hopefully. Let me know if it works. Woohoo! So this is our excess parcels map. You can search for a piece of property by an address, a street. The GEP number is how we identify parcels around the state of Georgia. It stands for like Georgia Excess Parcels Number. Or project ID, if you're familiar with a particular project, you want to see if that project has excess parcels on it. You can filter by the GDOT, one of the 7 GDOT districts, one of those 4 categories that I just talked about, or you want to see everything that's in a particular county. You can also download a spreadsheet of your search results. You can also share the map or share a parcel that you might be interested in. Once you find a parcel, the one that's on the screen now, it's a marketable parcel in green. You can take a look at it in Google Maps. You can also click the purchase button. Takes you to a short application. Currently, this application is in PDF form, but I am working to get that automated so that you can fill out the information and it comes directly to us. All of the marketable parcels, the 551 parcels, have been vetted. And so if you're interested in any of those parcels, we will go straight to bidding if they haven't already been placed for bid. We're in the process of going to bid, appraisal, survey, whatever we need in order to sell that property, and we accept the highest bidder. So let's take a look at a few of our properties that we have available for sale. On Chamblee Tucker Road, we have a couple of properties that are about a ½ acre each. They're off of Stantondale Road in DeKalb County. If you're down in District 4, Crisp County in the city of Cordele, that's a 0.7 acre tract off of 24th Avenue. Appalachian Highway in District 1, White County, the city of Cleveland. We've combined parcels, and that's one other thing that we've done in our database. All the parcels that are adjacent to each other that are available for sale, we've combined them all to make them more marketable. For instance, if we have 4 tracts and each one of them are 0.2 acres, we've combined them all together to make them a larger tract. And especially if only one of those tracts had access, now if you put them all together, you have access to a much larger tract. For instance, this one, There was, we combined two tracts for a combined acreage of 2.3 acres off of Seabourn Drive. Now, you don't have access to this one on Appalachian Highway, but you do have access on this one off of the side road. In District 4 in Tift County. So this was it's a half-acre tract. I mean, is that not a perfect place for a Starbucks? Every time I see one of these, I'm like, man, you have access on three different streets, the main road and the two side streets. District 6, Gordon County, Chatsworth Highway. There is no access off of the interstate, of course. However, there is access on Chatsworth Highway, and that is a 13-acre tract. This is a good example of how some of our tracts are oddly shaped. You know, it's not a perfect rectangle tract, but it has two access points, one off of Chatsworth Highway and one off, there's a street to the left of the larger tract. District 7, Flat Shoals Parkway in DeKalb County off of Bourne Road. This is also, I want to say this one is about a half an acre as well. Property is on the corner of Flat Shoals Road and Bourne Road. This property does have have had some issues with water on the property. However, from our perspective, we can sell it. All property is sold as is, so diligence beforehand. But that is a good example. We do allow developers to come in and they say, well, we have to get some testing done. We need to have a due diligence period of 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, especially when they're the only interested party or they were the only bidder. We would allow them time to do their due diligence before they actually purchase the property. In District 1, Mars Hill Road in Oconee County. Oconee County is a special place. There's a lot of regulation around what can be built on the properties. Billboards can only be a certain height. However, we have a it's 0.65 acre tract that is available for sale for whatever Oconee County will allow you to put there. So the Right Size Initiative is a streamlined, simplified handling of over 8,000 parcels. We look to go to disposal faster than the 6 months. So instead of us disposing one parcel in 6 months, we've already vetted 551 parcels. We've worked with all 7 districts, our IT office, our Office of Road Design, our Office of Alternative Delivery in order to review all of those we started at 551 parcels, and now we're moving to the 2,245 parcels. It reduces the district maintenance costs. We decrease our liability exposure tied to unused vacant parcels. And one other thing is going through this process, we've learned who's been living on our property. And even today, I received a phone call saying that apparently somebody said that they can hunt on our property. I'm pretty sure we didn't tell you that. We've been doing it for years, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to. But we run into those types of situations often where there's either a tent community or just someone who's been living on our property, built improvements and everything. They have lights coming to it. There's just all sorts of things that we find as we've gone through all of these properties. And the first response is typically, oh, no, we can stay here. No, you're not supposed to. So and the biggest thing is that once we sell these properties, we put these properties back on the tax digest. So all of these local municipalities, all over the state of Georgia, now has collectible revenue for them for every year.